Welcome back, everyone. The next item is a padam. The deepest expressive item in Bharatanatyam is the padam. The song used for padam gives broad scope excuse me, for the expression of varying shades of emotion and future ragas that match the sentiment of the theme. Nanditha's padam is on Lord Muruga, who is the son of Lord Shiva and goddess Parvati. This padam describes the Lord who comes riding on a peacock to bless his devotee. Presenting to you Mayil Vahanam in Ragam Mohanam set to Aditaram. Thank you. The next item is a Devanamam, a popular Kannada composition of Purandaradasa, Gummana Karayadire. In this song, the dancer depicts Lord Krishna's relationship with Yashoda very aptly compared to any mother and child relationship. Gumma is a term used to scare infants and toddlers when they get out of line. Mother Yashoda calls Krishna the name of Gumma after being fed up with the mischievous acts of his, such as playing with the snakes or setting the calves free. The scared Krishna begs her not to call him and says that he will not be mischievous anymore. After hearing this, Yashoda smiles and affectionately hugs her son. This piece is set in Ragamalika in Adatalam. Theatre and dance, which are inseparable art form in Indian culture, are present even in the earliest work of Indian literature or in the Natya Shastra. The tradition of the performing arts in India goes back to the Vedic times, to the dramatic spectacles where priests assumed the role of gods and sages in order to recreate on earth the event of cosmic creation. Ritualistic and magical in intent, these trance dances represented a remarkable and harmonious fusion of music, dance, drama, the spectacle, and the colorful. The oldest treatise on the theory of Indian performing art is the Natya Shastra, compiled by sage Bharatanatyam. According to this text, the gods approached Lord Brahma and urged him to create a fifth Veda. Let drama and dance be the fifth Vedic scripture, Panchama Veda, combined with an epic story tending to virtue, wealth, joy, and spiritual freedom. It must contain the significance of every scripture and forward every art. Thus, from all the four Vedas, Brahma framed the Natya Veda. From the Rig Veda, he drew forth the words. From the Sama Veda, the melody. The Yajur Veda, Abhinaya. And from the Atharva Veda, the sentiment. After creating the Natya Veda, Lord Brahma gave the same to sage Bharata and asked him to popularize this Veda on earth. Following the words of Lord Brahma, sage Bharata wrote Natya Shastra, or the science of dramaturgy, a great comprehensive work on the science and technique of Indian drama, dance, and music. Brahma also created 23 celestial women or apsaras. There was a time when Bharata's effort were to be judged. On that day, the art of Natya was performed before Lord Shiva and an audience of devas, gods, and dhanavas, the demons. For the performance, the stage was set by Vishnu Karma. The organizer was Lord Indra. The preceptor was Bharata, and sage Narada set the music. Sage Swati conducted the orchestra, and Bharata choreographed the play. He also sought the help of Lord Shiva for dance instructions. Lord Shiva was pleased with the drama staged by Bharata and agreed to perform the Tandava consisting of 108 karnas. Lord Shiva danced the Tandava, a strong and aggressive masculine style, and accompanied by Saraswati on the veena, Lord Indra on the flute, Lord Brahma the cymbals, Lord Vishnu on the drum, and Goddess Lakshmi rendered vocal music. While performing the pure dance, Tandava, Lord Shiva felt that without Lasya, the soft and the graceful style, a feminine style, the dance was incomplete. And thus, Lasya and Tandava came to be the very basic components of dance. Bharatanatyam, often described as artistic yoga, is one of the oldest classical dance form. It started as a temple dance tradition around 2000 years ago called Dasiyatam by Devadiyar, and is perhaps the most advanced and evolved dance of all Indian dance form. The name Bharatanatyam is a simple derivation from the four most important aspects of dance. Those are Bha stands for Bhava, meaning emotion. Ra stands for Ragam, meaning music or melody. Ta stands for Talam, meaning rhythm, and Natyam, meaning dance, and strictly adheres to the Natya Shastra. This dance style is extremely dynamic and powerful. It demands a great deal of mind, body, and soul, oneness, and years of dedicated learning to master. There are different bhani in which Bharatanatyam is practiced and rendered. Bhani or tradition is a term used to describe the dance technique and style specific to the guru or the school. Thanjavur Bhani describes the practice of dance in the Thanjavur royal court propagated by the Thanjavur Nattuvanar family, descendant of the Thanjavur quartet. The Thanjavur quartet were four brothers who worked in the early 19th century Thanjavur royal court as musicians and dance composers. They created the current structure of the Margam, which is used by all styles of Bharatanatyam. Thanjavur styles draw from their repertoire, maintaining some of the oldest composition in Bharatanatyam. The style that is being rendered today by Nanditha follows the Thanjavur Bani. Now, I would like to invite few of Nanditha's friends to come up on stage and share a few words about her.
Hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Akshara Murli, and thank you, Nanditha, for giving me the opportunity to speak at your Arangetram. Can we all give Nanditha another round of applause for the outstanding performance she has presented? Nanditha and I first met in dance class around 7 years ago. When first meeting, I only talked to Nanditha occasionally. We only started talking a lot more when we got paired up for dances, and we both instantly clicked with each other. Within a couple classes, we immediately became close friends. Since we both speak Tamil, it was a lot easier to communicate with each other. During dance classes, we would jokingly yell at each other in Tamil and then laugh at what we did afterward. But what I have learned these past 7 years is that on the inside, Nanditha, you are very funny, crazy, and very entertaining. And on the outside, you are very sophisticated, calm, and friendly. But all in all, Nanditha, I am dearly going to miss you when you go to college at Pitt. at Penn. And the part that I'm really gonna miss is both of us being the class clown for our dance lessons. Have fun in college, and I will see you on the other side. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I am Malini, Nanditha's dance friend. Before I say anything else, I just want to say that Nanditha, if you can hear me, you are doing a phenomenal job and I really am enjoying watching your performance. Your expressions were literally on fire. I met Nanditha around 4 years ago when I first moved to Pittsburgh and we have been good friends ever since. I did not know anybody at her dance class at the time and I was very shy. She immediately came over to talk to me and we became friends by the end of that first dance class. Now a bit about Nanditha. She is a very kind and compassionate human being and lights up any room she walks into with her brilliant and cheery personality. She also has the ability to come up with puns for all occasions, most of them being about tacos. This results in all of us telling her that her puns aren't punny. Haha, yeah, I tried. Anyway, I digress. While being kind and compassionate, she's also a very humorous person, and I have been in tears, quite literally, as her jokes can be quite funny. We have had many fun times together, but one such example is when she told some joke about a T-Rex having tiny arms, and I just couldn't stop laughing. Later that day, when we were playing ping pong, the ball flew towards me and I could not hit it back, so I made a face and pretended to be a T-Rex with tiny arms while dodging the ball. Ever since then, which was roughly about a month ago, we imitate T-Rexes every time we see each other. Another example was when we came up with funny nicknames for each other. I call her Nandu Mami, that is also her contact name on my phone, and she calls me Malupati, my name on her phone. This all started because we were discussing how we would address the parents of our Indian friends as so-and-so auntie and so-and-so uncle. As a joke, I called Nanditha Nandu Mami. Mami means aunt or auntie in Tamil, and it stuck. Other than these kinds of experiences, almost always being partners in dances and arguing about whether or not Harry Styles is a good musician, we have had many serious conversations, I know, very hard to believe, and seriously, she is the one I talk to whenever I have a problem or am feeling glum. Nanditha always listens to what I have to say and offers great advice while also making me laugh and feel better. I am so incredibly blessed to have such a great person as one of my best dance friends, and I am over the moon that I'm able to speak at her Arangetram today. Nanditha has worked incredibly hard for this day, seriously. Every time I Snapchatted her, she'd always have a kurta and a bindi on, and I am so happy that I'm here to witness her completing one of her dreams. I am gonna miss Nandu Mami a lot when she goes to college, but it is inevitable that she will do great things in the future, and I wish her the best of luck in all her endeavors. Thank you all for listening to my speech.
Hi everyone, my name is Jyotika and I've had the honor of knowing Nanditha for about 7 years now. I want to first say that I am extremely proud of Nanditha for doing such a beautiful job on stage and that all of her hard work and dedication towards this art form really shines through today. In the 7 years that I've known Nanditha, I learned that she is an upbeat, intelligent, and caring person. She also radiates positivity and happiness, which is very fitting because Nanditha's name means happiness. And that is exactly what you feel when you're around her. I know personally that even on the worst days, that just talking to her makes me feel so much better. She's always cracking jokes and putting a smile on anyone's face, whether she's known them for 7 years or 7 minutes. Even though Nanditha is a year younger than me, I can't help but look up to her in so many ways. For one, her drive to do her very best is what inspires me the most. I remember when she told me she practiced for about 6 hours every single day this past month in preparation for this event. It truly shows Nanditha's diligence, and her love and commitment towards Bharatanatyam inspires me to become a better dancer myself. Nanditha, I am so thankful that we met in August 2012. You are practically another sister to me, and watching you perform makes me so proud of you. I'm going to miss you when you go to Penn State, but I cannot wait to see what you accomplish. Good luck in your future, and congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Akshara, Malini, and Jyotika. Who knows Nandita better than anyone? Her family members, right? Now, I would like to invite her sister, Samita, onto the stage to share some few words about her.
Hello, Nanditha. I hope I'm loud enough that you can hear me. Nanditha, you're doing a phenomenal performance tonight. All of your hard work and effort is reflected in today's performance. I would like to say that you're a great inspiration for me, not only in dance but also in achieving my goals. I might not be serious when you advise me, but honestly, you're my role model. Sisters are best friends like an eye and an eyelid. I will always be here to support you. I wish you good luck at Penn State. Keep shining like a star.
Thank you, Shamita. Now, on to the next piece, Saraswati Namostute, a Padam. Goddess Saraswati is the most powerful Hindu goddess for knowledge and wisdom. She is considered as the personification of all knowledge like arts, science, and other skills. Goddess Saraswati is the consort of Lord Brahma. The name Saraswati came from the word Saras, which means floor, and Vati, which means a woman. Therefore, Saraswati is a symbol of knowledge. The flow is like a river, and knowledge is supremely alluring, like a beautiful woman. She is often wears a white sari symbolizing purity while being seated on a white lotus. An object commonly seen in Saraswati's hand is a veena, the Hindu classical music instrument, which reminds of her gift to music of humanity. In Saraswati Namostute, the devotee praises her and offers her salutation to Lord Goddess Saraswati. This is set in Ragam Saraswati, Talam Rupakam. The next item is Tilana, a lively item of pure nrita. The Tilana is performed to music that shares the same name. The Tilana embodies the lasya or lyrical aspect of nrita in its alluring pose and exquisite patterns of movement. The movement of a Tilana are joyous and expansive, giving it a vivacious quality. At the end of this Tilana, there is a small sequence of Nritya in which the Abhinaya expresses dedication to Lord Shiva. After Tilana, the last piece of the Margam is Mangalam, a short benediction during which the dancer performs the Namaskaram, giving thanks and seeks blessings for everyone present. Tilana in Ragam, Ragashri, Talam, Adi.
धीम तदरतानि धीरना धीम तदरतानि धीरना धृतनन जनुतनि जनुदनि जनुतनि 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 तदरतानि धीरना धृतनन जनुदनि 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 शुभमङ्गलं जयमङ्गलं श्रीमहागणपतिके मङ्गलं शुभमङ्गलं जयमङ्गलं श्रीमहागणपतिके मङ्गलं शुभमङ्गलं वल्लिदेवसेनापति सुब्रह्मण्यनिके मङ्गलं शुभमङ्गलं वल्लिदेवसेनापति सुब्रह्मण्यनिके मङ्गलं सर्वलोकमङ्गलं श्रीमहागणपति नटराजनिके मङ्गलं सर्वलोकमङ्गलं श्रीमहागणपति नटराजनिके मङ्गलं नित्यमङ्गलं लक्ष्मीनारायणनिके मङ्गलं सर्वलोकमङ्गलं रामनरुள் பெற்ற ஆஞ்சநேயனுக்கு மங்களம் சுபமங்களம் ஜெயமங்களம் நித்யமங்களம்
What an amazing performance. With a big round of applause, I would like to call the star of the evening, Nanditha, onto the stage to give her a vote of thanks. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you all for being here. Sorry. I'd like to start my speech by saying a small saying, Mata Pita Guru Devam, which means mother, father, teacher, and God. And I think this saying applies to this event a lot because if it were not for my parents, my teacher, and God's blessings, I would not be able to do this Arangetram. I also wouldn't be able to do this event without my entire family and close friends. So can we please have a round of applause for them as well. The Arangetram process was very long, and it took a lot of patience and commitment. When I started this process, I was not aware of how much dedication it would take. However, my family and friends stood by my side and helped me with every step, from small car rides to emotional support. I can't thank you guys enough for that. And now I would like to thank the one and only Shobhita for everything, and I would also like her to come on stage along with Vikramana as well. Shobhita, I can't thank you enough for this opportunity. You have taught me so much in dance and in life, and you taught me with open arms when I moved here. And if it were not for you, I would not have learned to love dance more than I already do, and I'm extremely thankful for that. I'm sorry. You're an inspiration to me and everyone else. And I always enjoyed dance class with you because you created an amazing learning environment. And an amazing learning environment where I met my best friends. And I'm very thankful for that. And Vikramana, thank you so much for helping with the lights and also supporting Shobhita so much. And thank you so much for that.
this time, I'm very happy to present Nanditha with a plaque that reads, "On behalf of Natya Kriya, Guru Srimati Shobita Ravi would like to recognize Nanditha Ganeshan for being the 16th student to complete her Bharatanatyam Arangetram on August 10th, 2019. Great job, Nanditha."
Can I also have Sandhya Auntie and Ravi Uncle on stage, please? Thank you both for supporting me in this process and also taking care of Vedian, whom I can say I became best friends with. And thank you so much for supporting Akka and I through this process, and I am very thankful for that. As I've said, thank you so many times. So thank you so much. I would also like to thank our amazing MC, Pavitra Auntie. Can we please have a round of applause for her as well? She did an extremely amazing job, and she was so open to take this role. I'm so thankful for that. Thank you so much, Pavitra Auntie. I would also like to call Usha Auntie and Raghu Uncle on stage, if they are here. They're not here? Okay. I am thankful for their help throughout this process. They also took care of Vedin, and they also supported me by making sure I was okay and I was learning and practicing. So round of applause for them. I'm very thankful for that. And can I have Shravani, Anaga, and Manisha on stage, please? Thank you guys so much for helping me backstage. Thank you for making me laugh and smile. Round of applause for them for being amazing. Thank you for doing everything on time and just being there and amazing. And I can't thank you enough for that. So round of applause once more, please. In addition to that, I would also like to thank Shobitakar's guru, Srimati Jayamani, for blessing me with an amazing teacher who has taught me so much. So can we please have a round of applause for her as well? Thank you so much, Jaya Auntie, for coming to this program. And thank you so much for blessing me with an amazing teacher, and I am very grateful for that. I would also like to thank my family and friends who helped me with decorations. Everyone who flew in here and drove here were amazing to help, and also I'd like to give credit to them. I would like to thank Nimwate, Vidya Perima, Twinkle Auntie, Subodh Uncle, Hari Uncle, Lakshmi Auntie, Harish Uncle, Sunita Auntie, Jyotika, Akshara, and Malini. In addition to that, Ratna Auntie and Shashi Uncle for helping with decorations and also letting me borrow their basement for practicing. Thank you so much for that. I would also like to thank my grandparents who are here. Sita Pati, Babu Tata, can we please have a round of applause for them? And also back home, Anandi Pati, Vishu Tata. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you for the sari shopping and also helping me with this process and making me happy and everything. Thank you. And also I'd like to have a round of applause for Sumant and Sashwat for opening the show pretty well. Can we have a round of applause for them? Yeah? Pretty entertaining. I'd also like to thank the SV Temple for letting me host this event here. I would also like to thank Murat for the amazing photography and photo shoot. Thank you. Thank you to Santosh Uncle back in India for editing the pictures and giving me the banner. Thank you so much for that. I'd also like to thank Ayalu for the costumes. And then lastly, I'd like to thank my first guru, Srimati Revati Narasimhan. Can we please have a round of applause for her as well? Thank you for teaching me my basic knowledge in Bharatanatyam. And you inspired me to do an Arangetram. And if it were not for you, I would not be able to do this. She motivated me and she taught me that there's so much more in dance than just steps and expression. There's an entire process. and state of mind with that. So I'm very grateful for that. I would also like to thank you guys, the audience, for being amazing, and thank you for supporting and being here on my special day. So a round of applause for you guys. Now I would like to call my parents on stage, and before they come here, can we please have a round of applause for them? Thank you.
We thank you all for spending your precious Sunday evening in supporting our daughter Nanditha's important milestone in Bharatanatyam journey. We would first like to thank Guru Srimati Shobita Ravi, who mentored Nanditha to make her the dancer she is today. Shobita, I hope you can hear me. Shobita, your patience and thoughtful feedback has helped her blossom into a confident dancer and a person. Can you please have a round of applause for her? Secondly, we would extend our heartfelt gratitude to all the volunteers who have really immensely used their valuable time in helping us in this process. Without them, this event would have not been possible. So again, a round of applause for all the volunteer parents. This event would not have been possible without the endless support and love from our parents, family, and friends. Thank you so much. And please join us for dinner at the multipurpose hall. I'm getting emotional because my parents and my in-laws have helped us throughout this process. Our namaskarams to them.
Please join us for the dinner at the multipurpose room. The exit is towards your left. Thank you.